Hey, welcome to TPK Central. It's Monday Night Heroes. We're playing Nippon no Kage, a pulp Cthulhu adventure set in Edo period Japan, though that's not where they are right now. Our players are currently in the spiritual realm of Rinjin, where they have found out that the names, that plot name has been kidnapped.
Isn't it always fuck? It's supposed to be something fuck.
All right, so the wife of their daimyo, who is also the daughter of the Dragon King of the Seas, Umi no Rio, has been kidnapped, and that would be Ota Yayako. She represents the linchpin upon which the pact between the spiritual world and the physical world rests. And she has been kidnapped by an unknown sorcerer. Meanwhile, Rinjin is under attack by an army of deep ones, accompanied by a huge deep one that they call Eberus. The party has been charged with two things. First off, trying to figure out how to get rid of Super Deep One and prevent the Deep One army from destroying the realm of Rinjin, and second, returning Yayako back to her rightful place besides their daimyo. So with that, we will start up again. We pick this up after everyone has woken up from a weird night's sleep where they had portentous dreams, all except for Daizan, who woke up in a back alley with bloody knuckles.
That's right. I don't give a damn about my bad reputation.
I slept fairly peacefully.
They were not bribes. They were necessary fees.
Now that you've woken up and you've gotten a little bit used to Rinjin, which is a mirror image of I suck. Sorry, Satomi. There's a couple of weird things that kind of like bother you just on the edge of your mind. You guys are walking. Everyone around you, the residents and royalty, appears to be walking as well, but all the while there are fish swimming around. You are. Everything says you are underwater, except for the fact that you're breathing and you're walking around. So, make of that what you will.
I make of it that I'm fine with it, and I'm not asking questions of the greater powers at work.
All right. So what are you guys doing? You wake up from your dreams?
We're going to the archives to try to do some research on these so-called ones of the deep.
Okay. You get to the archives and you are met by a man dressed in the official robes of the house, who introduces himself as Fukui Tomotani. And yeah, he looks at you and asks if you have what your business is in the archives and whether you have permission or not to be here. I don't recognize any of you. And he smells a little and he goes, that scent, is that human? Why are you here? My lord certainly must be informed of this.
Absolutely. Although you will find that we already have permission to be here.
Oh, well then.
But please observe any and all.
Well, if you have permission,
need to.
show me your writ. Show me the permission.
Show me the money.
Constable, show him the writ.
Okay.
Why do you always make that noise?
I'm relaxing the writ delivery muscles.
What does that even mean?
He's relaxing his red delivery muscles.
Yeah.
You're not keeping it there, are you?
No. Wait. Were we actually given a writ? Is that a character? Were we ever actually?
I don't think so.
You were not.
Well,
No, we were given verbal permission to enter the archives and do all the research we could on these deep ones.
No, you just got the buck passed to you. That's all.
Yeah, and I just passed it on to you.
Yeah.
well, my good man. Think of it this way: is your master's word law here?
My master's word is law everywhere.
Very good, very good. And if indeed his word is law, then does his word need to be written for it to be law? And if
It needs to be at least communicated for it to be law to someone who has authority.
Well, by all means, good sir, please observe every aspect of decorum that you must, since we are not in possession of a writ.
Wes, are you?
Yeah. Well,
are you doing anything?
We will wait here while you send an aid.
I'm trying to go with the argument that because we are given the command by the Lord Himself, it is therefore necessary for us to have a writ, because His word is inherently a writ by the word existing.
You can give me a fast talk roll or law.
I'm going with fast talk.
Seeing as he doesn't have any law.
I'm going to spend the 1 point of luck to make that.
Oh, can we make luck rolls? Did we do that?
Oh yeah. Make your luck rolls. Sorry.
Shit.
So you're spending a point of luck to make that as a regular.
Yes.
I rolled 100. That's wonderful.
What is my luck
For
now?
once.
Huh.
6.
He looks at you, takes off his spectacles, polishes them on his sleeve, puts them back on, and snaps his fingers. A young boy comes up to him and asks, "What can I do for you, master?" And he says with a little bit of disdain, I guess, in his voice, "Humans wish to see the archives without permission. Would you kindly go and see whether or not they have permission?" "Right away, sir. Right away." So, it takes a while because a young page doesn't have the authority to approach the master of the palace. So after what seems like hours and hours, he returns and says, They most certainly do have permission to peruse the archives. Obviously, they are very special humans, as my lord has given them carte blanche in the archives. Tomotani kind of pales at this and lets you through with his nose in the air a little bit. So you are now in the archives.
We're now in the archives. Well, let's start looking to see what we can find out about Deep Ones.
Yeah.
So what?
Or this mountain that walks.
Okay. Well, is that's what Rodney? You could give me a library use roll to see if you can find anything.
Okay, and you're calling that research, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to research anything else, or are we cool with doing just that?
I'm pretty useless in here, so.
Let's see. What else can we research at this point?
Well, while you're deciding what to research, I got a 3 of 54.
Okay. These archives are not really concerned with such things. This is more the history of Rinjin, the relationship of Rinjin to the human world, that kind of thing. It's not up to date on the current war.
So they
that
don't
might
have...
that might be after the war is over. That information might be available, but it is not something that has been archived as of yet.
Okay, so no scholars have done any research on creatures of other lands or anything like that.
No one has even known that these things existed before. This is all new to them.
Well, omnipotence sure ain't what it used to be.
No one ever said they were omnipotent. Any other lines of inquiry while Rodney's tracking this down with Dizan?
Let's see. I want to get a crack at researching on that. Do I know about that whole weird witchy thing in the vat of Osana that's going around? Do I know about that?
No.
Never mind then.
I sure as hell didn't tell you.
I can't find my notes. What was the name of the other clan again? The evil ninja clan?
Oh, Kamaji.
Clan? Evil clan cult?
Kamaji.
Well, Kamaji. Yeah.
We'll research them.
Okay.
Or somebody's already doing so.
I mean, you pretty much got an information dump about them.
All right, never mind.
All right.
I was hoping sometime.
Come sit with me.
No other lines of inquiry?
I think what? I don't know. That I would know that we don't know.
Rodney was already looking for the stuff that I was interested in.
You can give me an idea roll.
I'll take an idea roll.
I can give you an idea roll. I ain't doing nothing else.
I'll
make that.
gonna spend the 7 points to make that idea roll.
Make that.
Oh, never mind. I won't spend those then.
All right. Well, Lily, you while you're sitting there watching these guys look through scroll after scroll, you think about how you came to be here in Rinjin and the entire process that happened. And you realize that the underlying theme of everything that happened to you for you to get here was that you were brought here. You were invited. You were here under the protection of the Dragon King. And it wasn't an easy place to get to. So it's strange that a whole entire army, including a giant thing or other, can get here to invade.
I raised this point as they're looking through things. You know, it's kind of weird. It took us a hell of a lot to get here in the first place. So how is it that without the blessing of the Realm's King, this entire army is able to get here?
They must be possessed of extraordinary supernatural power.
Or maybe somebody on the inside's doing something.
Possibly. Or they were here all along.
Huh. Is there... Let's see. Is there a list of like invitations or guests of the Dragon King or something around here?
You seem to be the only
Is there a guest book?
Yeah.
Is the guest register, please?
No, but I mean, at this point, Lily, if you've told Wes, you can make a research roll using this.
Yeah, I said that out loud to everybody.
Come on, guest book. Come on. Not with that roll. Yeah, I rolled a 96. That I'm not finding anything.
Not finding anything?
I mean, I can give it a shot, but there's a very slim chance I'm gonna make it.
Yep.
Fuck it, I'll spend the 12 points for that.
All right, Lily, in just looking along those lines of how one actually gets to Ringen, how one stays in Ringen, how Ringen is maintained, you find out that access to any of the spiritual realms requires more than just walking through a door. Great energies are required to maintain even a guest such as yourself. And all those energies flow through Umino Rio, the Dragon Lord. Everything that you're reading says that if Umino Rio denies it, it's not happening unless, as Daizan has suggested, great energies need to be expended to maintain the presence of a non-welcome entity. An army would require almost unfathomable amounts of energy to maintain their presence here.
Hey, Daizan.
Yes.
I get the feeling that the rituals involved with this. You think maybe that weirdness with the soy sauce we saw might have something to do with this?
I mean, it's certainly a possibility. It's a type of sorcery that I'm not familiar with. I'm going to ask my good friend Session.
He died.
He died. Then I'm not going to ask my
He
good
didn't
friend.
get that far, but he died. It was tragic.
He just wasted away as a blissful idiot.
Actually, he ended up just playing the lute as a blissful idiot. Maybe he'll come back, but he is.
Regardless, it's still
He's
sorcery.
literally a blind lute player, an idiot blind lute player.
Yeah, it's not magic I would be familiar with. Is there any type of material in this archive or library pertaining to the magical arts, the sorcerer's ways?
This would definitely be a place to look.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look and see if there's any type of sorcerous material that might be similar to what we're looking for,
Okay.
or that might produce a similar effect.
Sure. It is starting to get, I guess, late. You're spending a lot of time in the archives. It's not. It's difficult and taxing work. Reading through scrolls, gleaning bits of information, getting knowledge from here or there. But yeah, give me a research roll.
Okay. And all right, that research roll is 30 of 54.
Okay. There is a passage in a grimoire, if you will, that talks about a talented sorcerer with the right energy and the right rituals can bring about a gate between worlds.
I knew it.
That would be able to bypass the auspices of the Lord, but it would take unfathomable amounts of energy to maintain this gate.
Right.
But that is definitely one of the ways that could
How are the what about sacrifice? Human sacrifice, would that provide enough energy?
It does say that human sacrifice is too ephemeral to it might do to open a gate for a short while, but it wouldn't be able to power it, especially between to here.
Okay.
So you got to understand that you're basically trying to usurp the will of a god, and
and clearly they were able to do this.
Yes.
All right. Well, the thought also occurs to me that our pitiful earthly weapons did very little, my samurai friend, against these deep ones. And if we are going to be tasked with taking down a giant and very powerful one, we probably need better equipment.
I don't hear any arguments out of me on this.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a good task for this more military minded of the group.
Could any information on these other gods?
I want to also probably inquire about a means of tracking this kind of magical power. Obviously, if it's enough to usurp the will of a god, it must have some kind of trace, some way to detect the source. And if we can shut down the source, we can close the portal, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking closing the portal is our best bet anyway, considering the size of this thing that they told us we would have to fight otherwise.
Right, so we'd have to find a way to locate the portal. And we would also need to be able to possibly fight or push back that creature.
Tomotani is kind of hovering at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
I'm sorry, are you about to close?
Awfully long, and he is repulsed by your presence. He's dry washing his hands. you're sullying the archives. Yes, I couldn't help but overhear that you were inquiring about the state of the war, where things are happening, and how they're happening, and the strategies of fighting monsters. And that is not what this archive is about. You really need to go to the General's War Room. Go to there.
Let's go to there.
All right, well, we shall go and sully that place.
Should we fight in the war room, though?
No,
Why would we fight?
there is no fighting in the war room.
So
Then we shall go to the war room.
okay. With that, you make your way, and you're given very, very specific directions on how to get there from here. You enter the war room. It's a lot different from the quiet dignity of the archives. There are people bustling around. There's the general din of conversation and orders, and you could see in the background there's like a map, and there's people pushing miniatures over the map. And as you walk in, a woman, she looks up at you and asks if she can help you, and then goes back down to jotting down notes.
Yes, we're here to inquire about the war effort.
Well, yes, of course, you are the humans. You are the humans. Yes, I was told that you might. Yeah. I am Kawada Saya. I am at your service. What exactly do you need here?
Given that we're thrust into this task by the Lord, we need to know everything.
Okay. Everything from what point? Because this has been going on for a little while.
Well,
and these things, they just appeared. But that's not really where it begins. It begins with the sorcerer, right? The sorcerer came and threatened our Lord. And this cannot be. So of course our Lord said no, and they left, and then they appeared again, but this time with the things, the things that look like frogs, and they started attacking, and then all of a sudden there was a big frog, like a really big frog, and it started ripping through our finest warriors. So what did you need to know?
Tell me of this sorcerer.
I wasn't there. It was, he was fire incarnate, and he came in to try and make a deal, but it wasn't really a deal. It was a veiled threat.
I think we've seen him before.
Made of fire, you say?
Did I?
For fire?
I guess I must have. Yes, fire.
Why am I imagining this person is having like a mousy bun and horn rim glasses?
That's what I was thinking too.
Then my work here is done. Yes, fire. I said fire. That's what I meant. Fire. I'm not privy to be in the presence of our Lord, but I do hear things from other people, like yes, Nanbu Sakame. She was there.
Where did the attack originate from? Show me on your lovely map.
Well, it's not my map. The map's over there. I'm just a clerk. I just organize things. Maybe you better go over there and ask. Yeah, go ask her. She knows things. Yes.
She knows things.
Sakami-san is who you want to talk to.
Thank you.
So over the map.
Which one is Sakami-san?
That is the high priestess and warlord that brought you here.
Oh, okay.
And you recognize her, and she is in armor with her helmet off, and she is directing things on the map and telling people where to push stuff and which figures to knock over. There is definitely one huge figure on there. It must have been part of the expansion set. The Kickstarter. She looks up and says, "Aha! You've made it."
Yes, I can't help but notice that you like to play with Ultramarines.
So, what can I do for you? How is the quest?
Well, we are working on the quest. We need to know your enemy, as that popular book from across the sea goes.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one.
Oh, it's great. It's by a guy named Sun.
Yeah, foreign claptrap. Well, our enemy.
Clearly, the Heian period never happened here.
Well, what do you need to know about the enemy?
Where did they originate from?
That I couldn't tell you. I know they appeared here.
They just appeared?
Well, yes. We are cut off from the rest of creation as a spiritual realm, and it does take the permission of our Lord to be here if you do not belong.
But clearly the attack must have originated from some point on the map.
Oh, where the attacks originated?
Yes.
You said you wanted to know your enemy. So I figured that's what you wanted to know.
We were able to deduce that much. Do you know of the sorcerer?
I was present when the sorcerer came and threatened our Lord.
Tell us about that encounter.
I believe my Lord described that encounter to you in detail during your meeting with him yesterday.
Okay.
Were you not paying attention to the word of my Lord? Your Lord?
A certain part of our psyche is a bit disoriented from this time.
She looks at the mark.
My apologies for forgetting my place and being slightly absent-minded. I did partake in some drink, apparently. It's all coming back to me now.
All right, Celine Dion.
My heart will go on.
Do you need a refresher as to
yes, please, out of character.
Yes. So a foreigner approached who claimed to represent a powerful sorcerer. He claimed to have the power to call into being Kami no Ue no Mano, those above the gods. And he was seeking the aid of Rinjin in doing so. This was rebuffed, for no one is above the gods, and he left with a warning that Rinjin will be the first to suffer, as one by one each of the Kami realms is ripped from the fabric of reality, and your arrogance will cause untold misery. The old gods will return, and all will bow to the rightful Kami of Nippon. Kamaji's failed attempt was to return. Kamaji's failed attempt to return was but the harbinger. The gate has been opened, and you have had your chance. Goodbye, little dragon. Next time we meet, your forehead shall touch the floorboards.
Yes, that's exactly as I remember it.
So, yeah, he came in, said, you could help me, or you could perish. And
right.
Hence,
Now, he said he represented a sorcerer, not that he was a sorcerer himself. So are there multiple sorcerers?
It seems so. The man commanded fire underwater. To me, that is sorcery.
This is true. Tell me how your soldiers fare against these creatures. We've encountered some ourselves and did not do too well with our mortal armaments.
No.
You didn't do too well because you were like severely outnumbered.
Well, still.
Just so you know. It's like anything else. The battle, we won skirmishes, we lost skirmishes, we won more than we were losing until their god came. And then, I mean, that thing can scoop up whole regiments and destroy them. We've had our powerful warlords have gone up against it, and it has devastated everything. Can't you look around and just see how Rinjin itself is starting to lose cohesion? And the more of us that lose our lives to this, the less Rinjin is able to maintain itself.
Right.
Eventually, it will come down to Umi no Rio. And I fear that even he would be hard-pressed to face this alone.
Well, my Lord General, it seems that sorcery caused this mess, so the secret to victory here would be to counter the sorcerer's magic. Either cut off his source of power or find a way to reverse what he's done.
That sounds like a great idea. She points to the map and says, "The greatest concentration is here." And it's a portion of the map that is outside of the out of bounds, I guess. It's not part of the mapped area.
It's also from the expansion set.
Yes. So she doesn't know exactly where it is. She just knows that there's a front here. And behind the lines, they suspect there's something, because that is where their concentrated defenses are. They also have offensive fronts that they are conducting as well.
But it seems that is their fortress.
Right. That's what they're protecting.
Given that
unfortunately,
it's out of bounds.
Unfortunately, every time we try to attack their defenses, the giant Erebus comes to distract us, so to speak.
Well, perhaps instead of an army, we need a poisonous insect.
Are you proposing that you four go to attack this front yourselves?
Not head on, but
Clearly not head
the
on.
sorcerer is there. That's our best bet.
Well, if that's the source of the incursion, if we can shut that down, Lord's army should have no problem mopping up the rest.
So how would you go about doing this?
I don't know. Samurai and our good friend Shinobi, you are the tacticians here.
I've never fought something like this.
I deal with known commodities. We'd have to scout the area to be sure what we could do there.
That too.
Well, what type of scouting information does she have access to?
So there's definitely a.
I mean, they've clearly tried to attack it before, so
Yes. There is a front, a line that is guarded by a at least a platoon of deep ones, possibly more. That is in that direction. But like you said, every time they try to attack this area, it is defended, and they break out the monster.
Okay.
So what are you trying to find out?
What's the terrain like? What's the territory like? Is there any way possibly around the front that we can either observe or infiltrate?
Well, there's always a way to infiltrate and observe.
Been able.
We are warriors. We are not ninja. Our way is to fight.
Yes, but we happen to have a ninja.
Have you captured any of the members of this invading army?
Why would we capture them?
To interrogate them, to gain information from them.
To what end?
Discover your enemy's weaknesses, determine the quickest way to defeat them, find out if they are susceptible to bribery, all sorts of reasons.
No, I'm very sure they're not susceptible to bribery.
Yeah, I was gonna say these don't sound like the type.
You are the only idiot that we've met that's susceptible to bribery.
I have never taken a bribe in my entire life.
Why would we capture mere foot soldiers of this sorcerer? What would
The
they
soldiers wouldn't know anything.
What would they know? What value would they to us? Obviously, they have enough of them that they would not pay to get them back. They're fodder. We have no use for them.
You tell the pawns where to go, not your plans.
What they know.
They have no honor. When in defeat, they retreat. They do not take their own lives.
What is the quickest way to that front?
She shows you on the hex board with the miniatures.
The overland route.
Yes. According to the terrain that is there, it would be the equivalent of where you had encountered the deep ones prior in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So it is that marshy terrain.
Okay. And if this is a mirror image, then both the portal might overlap into both worlds.
It's pretty good assumption.
Is there a mirror equivalent of the town where we encountered the sorcerer, where the soy sauce factory was?
That's a good question.
Oh.
How would you describe that to her?
We
I
could
see.
give directions from.
Well, I
from
mean, we
Palace.
have the city, so we,
Yeah.
you know, I suppose we can try to describe our route to see if there is a town anywhere similar.
She says, it is possible that if you go there, that would be there.
Mm-hmm.
What you see here is how your mind processes what we are.
Okay. So what would be on the map according to your mind at that location?
That's too far away. We have no use to go there. It would just be more of what we are, what we have. It would just be more whinging.
Right. Well, guys, we have kind of an impasse here. We could go right into the lion's den, or we could investigate this possible red herring.
I'd rather investigate.
Yeah, we need to know as soon as possible, and that would lead us to that place. Although we did see that sorcerer there, that does not mean he's still there. He does know that place was discovered, so I doubt he would stay.
Well, we might find some other sort of clue. I mean, there is the weird machinery.
Problem is, we are tight on time.
Well, what do you recommend, tactician?
There's really only one course of action I see before us, and that's to try to scout this area and hope we don't get disemboweled in the process. They won't be able to tell us anything on this side because none of those things are what's here.
Well, I suppose that's where we're going then, into the marsh. You might want to armor up.
They have armor.
So Sakami says that if you're going there and you are fighting, we can distract the large one.
That sounds like a plan.
I don't know. I'm not comfortable with going and fighting right away. There's only 4 of us. That lies our problem.
True.
The difficulty in making this decision is we honestly don't know what's there. The sorcerer may not even be there.
Right. We don't know what's there.
And it's not worth any more casualties on their side just yet either. We should set up a signal though between the two forces, between our forces and their forces. So if we do find him there, they can provide a distraction for us to get a chance to get him.
Sure. So send up a flaming arrow.
Can't do that.
We'll see it.
That is something I can do.
All right.
Yep.
I'm just not comfortable with expending more losses than necessary with this place is the state that it's in.
Well, we can't sit on our thumbs either.
I agree.
They
So
will just bring the fight to us. Either
I
way.
agree. That's why we should go as soon as we can to scout this place. And if he's there, then we act. Any objections?
No,
Sir Ninja?
Nope.
Well, I suppose that would be as good a day to die as any, right?
only if we die hard.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you find anything about the Kamaji?
So what?
I'm asking out a question, out of character. Did we find out anything else about the Kamaji? Ninjas.
There wasn't. I'm sorry. There's nothing to. What are you trying to find out? I mean,
No, I was just wondering if we had found out anything new other than they attacked us once.
No, I checked on that. We just had the information dumped that one time.
All right, so that's the plan. That's the plan that Ike is setting forth, that we scout and be ready to strike if he's there.
Very well. One flaming arrow. And we'll hit it.
Okay. So you guys are heading out to where she had pointed out.
Yes.
Okay. You travel in a swampy area, which is eerily quiet. A lot of the noises that you expect from swampland just aren't there. It's almost like it was just made for you, but made in, I don't want to say ignorance, but in more like not paying attention to detail.
Hello, Logan.
So it's like it's kind of like a artist's rendition of a swamp.
It's like being in a painting.
Yes, like as you get further and further away from the city, it just becomes less and less realistic, and you get textures are off, sounds stop happening, ambient sounds. Obviously, you can still talk to each other, but ambient sounds cease. The water in the swamp isn't visceral anymore. It's there. You can feel it, but it's not wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's all odd, and you can all give me sanity rolls.
Oh boy. No, my no.
I made that, thankfully.
If you make it, you don't lose anything. If you miss it, you lose 2.
Okay.
Water is supposed to be wet. Crickets are supposed to chirp.
Mm-hmm.
There are supposed to be peepers. And when you get scratched by a plant, you're supposed to bleed a little. None of which has happened. But you make your way over to where the front is, and it is a line of deep ones who look sort of not bored, but wary of having to do this. So what are you going to do? It doesn't stretch on into infinity. There's like there are groups of them standing there with tridents and nets, ready to attack if need be. Some of them, there's definitely lookouts and sentries. So we will need, once you get close enough, you're going to have to make sneak rolls.
Right. Well, I guess we were looking for a hole in that line.
Yep.
To try to get through something with
guys
some
want?
cover.
I can scout alone. I don't know how stealthy you guys are, but I'm
Not
Might
very.
be.
I'm all right at it.
I'm pretty stealthy actually.
You would have to be.
Well, you guys are all stealthy. I could go and punch one in the face.
Because I'm the tax man.
Well, that way you guys can sneak around a little bit easier.
So you're gonna try to pull the same stunt you pulled in the last game.
It worked.
Please don't. Those were humans. These are not.
Okay. So Nick, you and Wes are going scouting.
yeah.
Scout, we will go.
Oh, thank God he's not leaving me with the cop.
All right. You guys can make stealth roll.
Yeah.
Let the cat out of here.
Ooh, I got that.
Hold on.
Extreme.
I'm gonna push that roll.
Sorry. Well, I didn't hear any of that. I had to let the cat out. So, Nick, you made it. I'm assuming.
I made it extreme.
And then I heard something about pushing a roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 98. I'm pushing this
Okay.
roll.
Wes,
Yes.
if you miss this roll, you will be spotted by a random number of deep ones. If you miss it as poorly as you missed the original roll, you will also give Nick away.
Shoot. Because I rolled a 98.
Just
Yeah.
push
Well, I
it.
mean, you're already in a pretty bad situation with that 98.
Critically failed that roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta risk it.
Just push it.
Yeah, we're pushing it. Okay, that worked. That's a 20. That's a 20.
Okay. You guys are able to use the reeds as cover
Yeah.
and sneak past the line of deep ones.
Nah, start killing them. Just start knifing them in the neck. Ah. I'm just kidding.
I'm just walking behind. I'm just holding a little reed in front of me. Apparently, just walking by.
You're a hedge.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you stepped in what would normally be a water, and instead of a splash like you would normally have, kerplunk, it made no noise, and you had enough of a presence of mind to not react to kerplunking in the presence of deep ones. Maybe Nick, with this extreme roll, kind of put his hand over your mouth and went, "Shh,
Shut the fuck up.
okay." You get past the line. You can give me spot hidden rolls.
I got a 21. I got a hard success.
I got a 17.
Okay. Off in the distance. The one thing you've noticed about Rinjin, even as you're going farther and farther away from the source, is that it tries to maintain itself as a facsimile of your reality, what you are used to. And so the sky is the same shade as the sky where you come from in Nippon. Off in the distance, there is a sickly greenish glow that you can see just inside the range of your vision. It stretches, fairly far along the horizon. But it is definitely a glow that is not a shade you've encountered before.
Okay, that's not right. A sickly green glow. You think of the green glow there?
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna watch the green glow for a while, see if it does anything.
It shimmers.
What say you, old ninja?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Totally
What?
wandered off again.
Yeah.
So there's this green glow in the distance.
You want to get a closer look at it?
I mean, what? That's what we're here for, isn't it?
All right, then.
We could try to get the others, but I don't really think that priest is going to. It's going to do a good job sneaking around.
Yeah,
Clinks around too much with those bells.
he's not exactly subtle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
The rings, not bells.
Whatever.
So you guys are going closer to the green glow?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Stealth?
No, you got past the front,
Okay.
so to speak, where the majority of everybody is. You get closer and closer, and you do notice that when you think of gate, you think that is your impression of gate. Just so we're clear.
Yep.
This green blasphemy looks like somebody took a knife and stabbed it into the air around you and ripped a hole just in the air itself. That's the best that you can describe it, and the green glow is the edges of that tear.
What's your character's name, Wesley?
Tora Kurosawa.
Kurosawa.
Torah.
We call this space anemone. Oh, that was funny. All right. Do we have to roll a sanity loss for this?
Yes, you can. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I failed that.
So did I.
All right. Can each lose 4 points of sanity.
Well, I lost 2 earlier.
Does that how does that do with your 20% from where you began today? As it was a new day. What'd you start off with?
I didn't start off with 30. I started off with 35. So I'm good on that front.
Okay. How about you, Wes? You still hanging
I'm almost there. Not quite there yet, though.
in? Okay.
I'm now at 29, so what?
I started off at 42, so by the time I get down to 33 is when that kicks in. But I'm holding on by thread.
Okay. Now, There are a number of deep ones that are guarding the gate. Can you give me spot hidden rolls?
I'll make that regular.
I make that at regular too.
Okay. Doing a quick head count, there are it looks like 15 deep ones.
Ooh.
And then there's also someone who looks human, and you both recognize him as the fire guy from earlier, from way back when, at the lab.
Huh. So that's the fire guy, huh?
How close are you getting to all this?
I'm gonna try and not get very close because I'm not exactly walking around with a proton pack.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I mean, I'm not exactly walking around with anti-demon whatever.
Okay.
I want to stay out of eyesight, or if I possibly can. I'm wearing all black anyways, so I'm not really worried about that.
Right.
But this guy here, though. Wait, Wes, you're playing a samurai, right?
I'm playing a cop.
Okay.
Yeah, where do you get that? Where do you get a kimono that shade of orange?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys thinking of doing?
Do you want to call the priest in for this one?
Yeah, but how are we going to get him past the line? We could make a distraction.
We could surreptitiously carry him over. Let's grab him and just sort of carry him.
Well, if you could send us a signal, we could send up our signal, and
Start the distraction.
a big offensive push from the forces of good might pull them far enough away.
Yeah, that is an idea.
Sounds logical. They'll never go for it.
Do we see anything down there that's like an obvious like control point for this gate? Something like that.
You mean
Other than the wizard?
Yeah, he's wearing a funny hat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought like maybe there was like a pylon or some shit.
no?
But if it's just the wizard?
Rip.
Okay. It's just the wizard.
Well, I mean, from what you can see, there's a rip in reality that is being guarded by 15 deep ones and this fire guy.
We've heard no bird sounds or anything as we've been here, right?
Correct.
Let's see. What wouldn't be suspicious if we started doing it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I can try my best to snipe this guy from afar. That's an option. I can throw a grenade. That's another option. I can
You could throw a grenade somewhere other than where we are.
well, yeah, that's what the distraction would be.
Yeah.
It would probably be either I don't know, at the line, but at another area where you guys aren't. I could try my best to check it.
I like that plan.
Okay, so you're going to go back to the line and toss a grenade away from where those guys are. That's what I'm hearing.
I think that's the plan. I think that's our distraction that we're going to try.
Okay. All right. Is Wes going with you?
I think you should maybe stay and keep an eye on the wizard just to make sure that we don't lose track of him.
Split the party.
I can do that.
We already split the part. I mean,
Again, split the party again.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I'm up for that. Let's keep an eye on that wizard.
or just like stay within like eyesight of each other, though. Don't get too far away.
Okay. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a stealth roll from you, Wes.
You okay?
To remain hidden.
I'm going to have to push that roll again.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I thought you said you were stealthy.
Yeah, it's my roll at 90.
All right. If
Your mad dice logic lost their magic.
if you fail this, Wes,
Yep.
Huo is going to see you, or at least a deep one will, and sound the warning. So while you're pushing your roll, Nick, give me a stealth roll to see if you can make it to the line.
I made it regular.
Okay. Yeah. So Nick, you start to creep away, serpentine, and just as you do that, Wes shifts and pushes.
I made my push roll.
Okay.
Daizen, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. Here we go. Nick, give me a throw.
$39 out of 65. That's regular.
Okay. You guys are waiting for the return of your ninja and your cop. When off in the distance, you just hear a and the whole line starts to run toward the sound.
Oh, that seems like our cue.
I shoot the arrow.
Okay. Give me your firearms arrow roll or bow.
Yeah, I make that easy. That's 16.
Okay. The arrow goes up in the air. Roll that. I guess spot hidden would work. Okay. Okay. The arrow goes up in the air. You guys see a black figure running back toward, running away from the line.
Okay, and where are the deep ones closest to us?
They are starting to head toward the noise, thinking, well, you don't know what they're thinking, but they're going towards combat.
Okay,
Let's go.
We'll book it toward the direction Tora and Nick went.
Okay, so you guys start heading that way. Are you running all out? Or are you going to try and sneak?
No, it's not enough distraction just yet. I'm sneaking.
Try to, I guess, like sneak hustle.
Definitely hustle. Yeah.
Sneak hustle.
Sneak hustle.
Sneak hustle.
Okay, make your sneak rolls.
What is base in stealth?
It is 20%.
20%. All right, I will spend 52 points of luck.
Jesus.
Good God.
Wow.
It's okay. I have 96. So
Not anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had.
And I
it.
made it.
So yeah. So you
Yeah, I made it regular. So yeah.
running touchdown and you're running along here and your foot hits a rock and you start to stumble, and your
I catch his arm.
Your hand hits the ground, and you right yourself and continue on. So you get to where Nick and Wes are, and they're crouched behind a convenient tussock, and they point out the deep ones. You guys can make your sanity rolls for seeing the gate.
I am good.
I am good for a change. Wow.
Okay. If you make it, you could just use one.
Okay.
As you know, no big deal. It's just reality. Ripped asunder.
I am 3 points away from my 20%.
Okay.
Again, I hit 20% last session too.
That is why you went apeshit crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
That's why you're in the valley.
I thought it was just because I failed that one roll so bad, but
that involved a stealth roll, I think. I mean, a sand roll too.
Right.
That's why you went
and
so
I lost
crazy.
Sand roll, lost points, and hit 20% all at the same time.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I lost 5. I lost 5 and then hit the 20%.
Okay.
At the same time. We can retcon that if you want.
Yeah. Well,
at some future point.
Well, no, we could just take care of that right now with having a relapse here.
Boy.
Oh boy! Here comes the red mist.
Oh no!
Hit me with a D10.
6.
No, there's no red mist. You just faint.
Oh.
I catch him as he's going down. Oh Jesus!
Wow, it's either the red mist or fate. That's the only thing.
Hey, you could end up in the boat I was in. Unnatural desires to eat things.
but apparently over the course of this campaign, Daizan, all he does is he gets really pissed off or he passes out.
He gets really pissed off because he passes out.
Yeah.
Or he passes out because he gets really pissed off. You do let out a sigh as you crumple to the ground.
Okay. Oh my god!
Don't I need to roll a D10 to find out how long I'm going to be out?
Yes, you can do that.
2.
Okay, that's not bad.
No,
because one of the deep ones hears that and looks over in your direction. Everyone can give me a stealth roll, except for Rodney.
I'm still kid. I ain't moving at all.
I made it at extreme.
Oh,
18, baby.
I'm sorry, Lily. You can actually have a penalty die because you're holding Rodney.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, see.
What did Wes get?
23.
Shit. That's an 81 now.
Okay. You can spend luck. You can push the roll. Or you can exchange Daizan for your die show.
I could do that, but no. Let's see how many points is that? It's gonna hurt. I'll spend that 30 luck to keep from doing that. I don't want to sacrifice him.
Okay.
Woo!
That hurt.
All right. So you're able to prevent him. He lets out that sigh, and one of the deep one kind of looks in your direction and cocks its head, and you are able to just maintain an unnatural bout of silence. You feel like maybe when this is all over, you really gotta pee. Okay. So what are you guys going to do?
Well, I'm gonna look at the priest and go.
Priest is out, well, for 2 rounds, so.
I'm gonna try to wake him up.
How?
No, he's just like pat his face, like, hey, get up.
I'm gonna pray the priest wakes up because I've got nothing for this. I can't throw the tax manual at him. I can't intimidate him into anything.
Can't intimidate anybody in anything from what I see.
Okay, so the situation is the priest has fainted. You are all now tense. There are deep ones. One of them is kind of tilting its head, and it's starting to walk over towards where you are, trying to check out the noise. It doesn't see you yet.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Some of the ones around you are starting to look and see what it's doing.
put Dazan down and be ready because this is it.
Okay.
Can I let loose an arrow into one of them?
Yeah, most
Or
definitely.
into the one that's looking about?
Most definitely.
This might start the shit.
I was gonna start the shit.
It's already started.
I made it at regular success.
Okay. I rolled damage.
Oh, where the fuck is a 1d8? Here we go.
Sword's coming out.
I got a 1. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Whoopsies.
I don't think I'll have the time to follow you up with that because I could try, but
Yeah. So now it lets out a yelp as the arrow grazes its shoulder, and the rest of them are starting to become alert. Dizan, you are on the floor. Nomiya, what are you doing?
well, the bow's back out. So I'm gonna take a shot at the one he just shot. It's like it's over now, so we just got to start whittling them down as fast as we can.
Okay. Do that.
No, that's a 96. Pew!
Okay. That's a. What's your malfunction on the bow?
That is not the malfunction. I don't think. I didn't write it down.
Anybody know that off the top of their head?
Yeah, I don't.
Because is the Hankyu different from the actual bow? Hold on, Japanese weapon.
Of course, I didn't fucking write it down on my chart either.
Hold on, wait. I'm opening it up, spreadsheet. Unless you just want me to look up the malfunction on a regular
Yeah,
bow.
just yeah. Like,
I doubt you get the malfunction. Right?
yeah, it's usually 100. Okay. Handguns. Of course, the freaking pulp book doesn't really care about spear, sword, crossbow, bow and arrow.
97. So you just
Missed
missed
it by 1.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, the shot goes wide, and what are these guys' decks? Sorry.
Be cool if we hit another one.
Okay, so what are you doing, Kurosawa?
Well, time to whip out the sword because yeah, it's time.
Okay, so are you charging in, or are you just getting ready?
I'm getting ready because there's no point in charging in ahead of the officer corps.
Sean Barra shit.
Okay, so sorry, I'm just okay. So Rodney, you guys are behind a Hussack. I'm going to say, Nick, you rolled out to the left. Lily, you rolled out to the left as well because you were fighting the same guy. And where are you in all of this, Wes?
Well, I'm I'm down with Nick there, and
Okay. Okay. So you guys are still kind of clustered together. All right. So the guy that you attack, that you hit, Nick, is coming for you. He has a trident, and he has a trident in one hand and a net in the other, and he is going to try and spear you with the trident because he's very excited about the Aquaman movie for some reason. Go figure. It's a deep one. So you can fight back or you can dodge. I will say if you fight back, it will have to be with your bow. Are you there, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay. It would have to be with your bow, and you wouldn't be able to get your Kurosawa Gama out if you want to do hand to hand.
Can I just dodge?
Yeah, but if you dodge, you can get out your Kurosawa Gama.
I'm gonna dodge.
All right.
I'm gonna spend 3 points of luck to make that.
Okay. Yeah. So the trident comes at you, and you as you drop your bow and grab your Kurosawa Gama, you're able to avoid being hit. A second one is coming at you, and it is going to try and entangle you in its net. It's a fighting maneuver, so you can dodge or fight back. Or you can dodge now. He is going to get a bonus die because we'll do this actually correctly for once.
I got a regular success.
Okay, he missed. So the net goes wide. And Lily, one is coming at you with a trident. Same thing. If you fight back, you have to do it with your bow. You won't be able to get your.
I'm gonna dodge and get my sword out.
Okay.
Yeah, I make that. That is
How well did you make it?
hard.
Okay. I actually got an extreme success.
Damn.
So yeah, you will take 5 points of damage as the trident pierces you. And next to him, another one is coming at you with a net, and it is going to try and snag you.
$55, I make it.
It,
Regular.
it misses with the net. Okay, Rodney, you are actually hidden from view at this point, but you are starting to wake up.
Okay.
You had a round of, Lily. Rounds aren't very long. Wes, same thing. One is coming at you with a net, and another one is coming at you with a trident. So first, the net is coming at you. You actually had your swords ready, so you can fight back if you wish.
Let's see. I am going to dodge here. Yeah, I'm going to dodge this one.
Okay.
Shoot. I got to push that roll. Can I push this roll?
No, you can't push combat rolls.
Yeah, I failed that. 98.
Okay. It missed. Now a second one is going to come at you with the trident. And yeah, you can you take 4 points of damage as it hits you.
Oh shoot. Let's see. It's
Okay. Rodney, you were able to act on this round.
All right. I also have to go soon.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I will cast Enchant Weapon Earth.
Okay, actually, it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
But
Nick goes first.
that's what I'm going to end up doing.
All right, Nick.
So I have my Kasarigama out now, right?
Yes.
I'll attack the one that was attacked. I'll attack the one with the net.
Okay. To dodge you.
I made it a regular success.
It made a regular success as well, so it's able to dodge. Boom.
Okay. Oh wait, I have 2 attacks per round.
Yes. Yes, you do. So do a bonus die.
Penalty die, right? Or
Bonus.
oh, okay.
Because it can't dodge twice.
Oh, all right. So I get. I
Or does that just negate? No. Hold on.
Either way, with the bonus die, it's still 27.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 on both of the 10s.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's a penalty die.
Second attack gets a penalty, so it just cancels it out. All right. Fair enough.
Well, I rolled a 27 regardless.
Okay. Roll your advantage. This is the one that had the net, right?
Yeah. I feel like that was more dangerous. 2.
2.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Rodney, you are casting.
Enchant Weapon Earth Element.
Okay. Let's remind everyone what Earth Element does.
Requires a power roll to prevent double damage.
All right. And whose weapon are you enchanting?
Mine.
Okay. No.
Since I'm holding it.
As you start waking up, you see that a number of deep ones are coming around the back of where your shelter was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ayaka, what are you doing?
Attacking the one that stabbed me.
Okay.
Battle stance.
All right.
That is a 02, so that's extreme.
Okay. It gets an 04, which is extreme. So it is able to dodge you. And then finally, Wes, what are you doing?
all right. I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Okay, that is 99. No. That why am I rolling 90s?
I don't know.
Hey, I rolled a 2 and didn't make it.
Okay. Yeah. Fortunately for you, it was dodging. All right. Then this is out of dex order. Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You hear a murmuring from behind everyone, and you see the sorcerer grabs his sword with one hand and has a piece of paper, and he wraps the blade in the sword and brings it up across the blade, and in the wake of the paper, the sword bursts into flames.
Yippee.
Of course he has fire on the weapon.
Of course, he's a fire guy.
Oh God.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't sweat it.
All right. Okay, so Nick, you are being attacked by one with a net and one with a trident. First, the net is going to try and entangle you.
I'll fight back. Almost 2 different 10s. Oh fuck. I'm gonna try to push that. I can.
You can't push a combat roll.
You can push a combat roll. I haven't fucking failed then.
Okay. You
You
are
spend luck on a combat roll, can't you?
Yes, you have to spend a lot of luck because I got an 08.
Yeah, I rolled a 90 something. So let's just
You're
do that.
entangled.
All right.
You're entangled, and the trident comes at you, so you're going to be unable to dodge that.
Whew.
Yes, and you will take 2 points of damage
Oh, that's nothing.
As he stabs into the net. Lily, the first one is coming at you with a net.
Fight back. I make that
All right.
regular.
Okay. You actually made it hard.
God damn.
So you are entangled, and then the trident comes. So yeah, you're going to take 3 points of damage. And same thing, Wes.
Oh boy. Time to dodge.
I'm going down fast.
Dodge. 06.
Okay, so is that extreme?
That is extreme.
Okay, you're able to dodge the net as the trident. You're unable to avoid the trident, which does 3 points of damage to you. And then, Rodney, there's a number of them coming at you. One of them is going to do the same thing. There's going to try and entangle you in the net and then stab you. So the first one, what are you doing? Fighting back, dodging?
If he's trying to entangle me in the net, I want to dodge toward one of the other ones that's coming at me.
Okay. All right. So roll.
All right.
Damn it,
I got a 44, which is the normal dodge.
Okay. You're able to dodge the net. And the trident misses you. So as it stands, what we have is so Nick, you and Lily are entangled in nets. You can try and get out of them with a strength roll or
Strength or what?
or dex, whichever is better.
Definitely dex.
So Nick, you go first.
I make it regular.
Okay.
83 out of 95.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I rolled an extreme on his.
How dare you, Steve?
He's gonna kill us. He said he was gonna TPK us when we started. He didn't.
Oh my god. Does he just have coffins?
You're in a bag. Lily, same thing. Right now, what you can do is
Go ahead and roll your extreme. I got a 13, so I get either one.
Okay, no, I rolled a hard. You're actually able to wriggle your way out of that net.
Using my own blood.
Yeah. Dizan. Actually, Dizan should have gone before you, Lily. Oh, well. All right, so Dizan, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna clock one with the staff.
Okay. What, the net or the trident?
I'm gonna club a trident guy.
Okay. All right.
And I will spend 6 points to make that.
Okay, roll the damage.
All right. Did he make his power roll?
Oh, yeah, he was unable to dodge. Yes, he did make his power roll.
Okay, so single damage. Where's my weapon? There it is, 1d8. 8.
Yeah, you smack him upside the head, and he goes down like a sack of potatoes. And it's eerie. There's no sanity roll required. but you hit it, and with the force of the blow, cuts open its skin a little, and instead of bleeding like it normally would, the blood floats off like it would underwater.
I have the perfect visual for this. Anybody out there listening to this, go watch The Devil's Backbone. The effects they use for Sanji in that shows his blood floating off into the ether because he drowned. I imagine that's how it looks. It looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Wes.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you certainly are. What are you doing?
As opposed to who? Who else would you be?
Peace Postlethwaite. This is pronounced the name. Anyway, I'm going to go with stabbing. 21.
Are you attacking one with a trident or one with a
Trident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll your damage as it was unable to dodge you.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's grab this die and this rarely used die. Let's see. That's 4. 8.
Okay, that one goes down as well, and it's the same thing. That you slice it across its belly, and the blood just floats up like you were underwater, because technically you are. Okay.
Where are the singing crustaceans?
Under the sea.
Everything's better where it is wetter.
Yeah, so Rodney.
Yeah.
You can give me a spot hidden roll. Just so, because you can give me spot hidden's fine. Give me a spot hidden roll.
All right. Does not pass.
Okay. Give me a luck roll.
Okay. Fail.
Okay. You fail to notice Huo jumping on the cassock above you and coming down upon you with his flaming sword. So if you are going to dodge, it's going to be with a penalty die. Or
okay, I will fight back.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. It's a 98.
Ooh.
Okay.
The dice are not in our favor tonight. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I was kidding when I said TPK, but
RN Jesus hates us.
no.
Should have made more sacrifices.
Yeah, fortunately for you, he misses. I did roll an 88.
Okay.
I was just looking up what his fighting ability was. But yeah, you do. You're now facing Huo, and the deep ones are attacking. So, Nick, the first one is coming at you with a net again. Oh, you are in a net. My fault.
Yeah, I wasn't able to break free.
Actually, what? So, he kind of takes the net and hoists it over its shoulder.
Oh, shit.
And starts heading toward the gate.
Can I try to wriggle free, or am I just...
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, okay.
You can try and go free
Well,
when your turn pops up. Lily, you are going to be netted again.
Fighting back. It's hard, I believe. Yeah, hard.
He rolled a hard as well. So you are now entangled. And
Can't fucking win, man. I'm rolling good. They can't even
fortunately,
get nothing.
the trident misses you. And then Wes, or actually Rodney, you are also being netted, and because you dodged or fought back against his roll, he gets a bonus die.
Okay.
And you are.
Do I get to attempt to dodge or fight back?
No, but you're only allowed one. Playing by the actual rules this time. You are actually captured as well in the net. And finally, Wes.
Yes. Let's see where the devil are.
Are you going to dodge or fight back?
We're gonna dodge again. No. 85.
Okay.
Welcome to the captured clan.
Yep. You are now also in the net, which is fantastic because now all four of you are being taken into the gate. Everyone can give me a sanity roll as you pass through.
I passed that. 25.
I'm good.
I failed.
You failed?
Yep.
If you pass, you're fine. If you fail, you'll take 2.
Okay.
As you emerge, you feel this a lessening of pressure that you didn't even know was on you. You feel much lighter and more freedom of movement. Unfortunately for you, you are into it. You go into a chamber that is very, very similar to the chamber that was underneath the castle. There is an array of glass pods that are all connected. You've seen this before. In each pod, there is a person. And I'll give you spot hidden rolls because they are suspended in a milky liquid.
I made it.
Also made it.
It is Osana.
Oh!
And
I promptly throw up on realizing what's happening.
Instead of being dead, this room is alive. You can hear the hum of machinery. You can see the liquid ebbing and flowing in the tubes as the people in there thrash about. And you can see that all the pods are connected to a control unit, just like it was before. But in front of the control unit is this side of the gate. And we'll leave it there. And come back next time.
Okay. Just so you know, the trip through the gate hit my 20% for this session.
Okay, we'll figure out how insane you're going to be. So everyone, thank you. If you've watched this, thank you for watching. If you're listening, thanks for listening. This was a tough one to keep your 30, but keep 30 luck points because you're probably going to end up needing it. All right. We'll see you next time.
Take it easy.